CTV News with Sidhu.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. Tara is off tonight. You have less than 2 hours now if you plan to cast a ballot in the advanced polls for the federal election. An Air Canada flight from Shanghai to Toronto has made an emergency landing at YYC after encountering severe turbulence. It's a dream for the Calgary Flames, hockey fans, and a lot of other Calgarians. Tonight, there's once again talk of a new arena in our city. Calgary police are hoping for a break in a sexual assault case over the weekend. Matthew DeGroode's lawyer wants a judge from somewhere else on the bench. That's because DeGroode is the son of a longtime Calgary police officer. Both the defense and the Crown believe this is a good idea. It's 27 degrees outside. I left a thermometer inside on the back seat about 10 minutes ago, and it's reading at about 40 degrees Celsius. Tara, the drive home isn't much better than what people dealt with during the morning rush. The 32-year-old went missing more than a week ago after being at a house party in Springbank. Raheem Ladani is at the Airdrie RCMP detachment where the two men are right now. Raheem, what can you tell us about who's been charged? We are hearing up to 100 people have been taken hostage at a concert hall. And a short time ago, there was another shooting at a mall. Jamie Morocker is live outside the Pembroke home. And Jamie, you've been talking to neighbors, so how do they feel? The province is looking for a group to study widening the QE2 highway in order to improve the flow of traffic between Edmonton and Calgary. The fire started just after 4:50 this afternoon. Multiple calls were made to 911. In the last 2 weeks, 16 people were taken to hospital because of fentanyl overdoses. 2 of them died. Once again, just like yesterday, water is pooling at the underpasses. I'm here at 5th Street. This morning, Premier Jim Prentice called the election for May 5th, a year earlier than what the party once determined to be a fixed election date. Bill McFarland is near the scene of the rescue. He joins us live. So, Bill, what happened? And Leah Williams-Doherty is live at the Calgary International Airport. So, Leah, this problem didn't exist until airlines started charging for those good seats in coach. The year started off bad for Calgarians and just got worse. Chris Epp joins us live as we look back at what has been a very tough year. Police were called around 12:30 to just underneath the 5th Avenue flyover bridge, and that's where they pulled the body of a man. People call this a dangerous intersection, saying that it was only a matter of time before someone was hurt. Officers are still here, and they're actually scouring the neighborhood looking for any evidence. Employment agency about staffing said a couple months ago, maybe 20 people are applying for every job. Now about 50 to 80 people are applying for every single job. Flames will look to keep their record home streak alive tonight. Glenn Campbell is here. And the Flames have been really impressive at home lately. Remember that wild scorpion pizza last year? Well, this year's replacement was supposed to be a cockroach pizza, only the critters are actually stuck at the border. There is a police presence in several locations around this community. The home where Terry Blanchette was found dead remains an active crime scene. And because charges have not yet been laid, police remain on high alert. A message for whoever has 2-year-old Haley Dunbar Blanchette.
Bring her back, because if you honestly love that little girl and you took away her father, you don't love her.
Police now have a man in custody.
We have arrested one male suspect in this investigation. He is a 22-year-old male arrested in Blairmore earlier today. He is from that community.
Several locations around the Crow's Nest Pass are guarded. This one at a dry cleaner. And late Tuesday afternoon, after announcing an arrest, officers executed a search warrant at a home in Coleman. A man who lives across the street says he told police about the house on the corner. Shane Kavanagh was Terry's friend.
And I wanted to pretty much find the guy that did it to him and be like, why? Why would you do something to that?
The 27-year-old's body was pulled from his home in Blairmore around midnight. A family member found him dead 12 hours earlier, and his daughter is missing. Despite a suspect in custody, an Amber Alert for Haley hasn't been lifted.
We have tremendous resources dedicated in that regard, trying to find her.
The murder and abduction are weighing heavily on this small mountain community.
It is devastating for our small community. We're a very tight-knit community, and this affects everybody.
Haley's godmother says their only priority is bringing Haley home.
I just pray to God that she's okay, she's safe, She's warm, she's fed, she's happy, she's doing her little scrunchy face.
Ina Haley's mom lives in Edmonton. She hasn't spoken publicly yet. Where is she through all of this?
Well, Tara, we have been told that Cheyenne Dunbar arrived in Blairmore today. We have reached out to her, but she has been reluctant to be interviewed or provide any sort of comment. Instead, she has taken to social media to appeal to the public to share Haley's photo to hope for her safe return. Now, tonight, Tara, there is a candlelight vigil being held for the community to come together for that family. It is being held at 8 p.m. this evening in downtown Blairmore.
The end of this trial is not the end of the journey for us. We continue to be broken. The finding of an NCR will be a recurring nightmare.
For the families of Lawrence Hong, Katie Paris, Josh Hunter, Zachariah Rathwell, and Jordan Segura, there is no peace. The 24-year-old who admitted he killed them during a house party in 2014 has been found not criminally responsible.
It's not over. This isn't the end. These families all have a life sentence now. The expert witnesses have said that he is schizophrenic. We have to accept that.
Matthew DeGrood will be sent to a psychiatric facility, not prison. 3 experts told court DeGrood was in a psychosis when he stabbed his victims a total of 22 times. The attacks happened so quickly they had little, if any, opportunity to react. DeGrood said he was an alien, Jesus reincarnated. He believes Satan to be the true God and Hitler was framed. He thought what he did was justified. He was killing werewolves and Medusas.
He honestly believed, as a result of his delusions, that he was about to be killed and that the only recourse he had was to defend himself.
There were sobs when the defense read a statement on behalf of DeGrood. I realize that through my illness, I have done something horrible and ultimately wrong. I take responsibility for these deaths. Outside court, his shattered father, trembling because of a medical condition, said he will continue to support his son.
Everyone connected with this tragedy can never forget the overwhelming heartache and suffering from the families of the victims. As we move forward, we will continue to keep the victims and their families in our prayers.
The families of the Brentwood Five say their loved ones only smile now in their memories.
Unfortunately, no matter what the outcome is or could have been, our loved ones, Lawrence, Zach, Josh, Jordan, and Katie, are gone, and there's no changing that fact.
Ina Sidhu is live at the courthouse tonight. Both families spoke about the long road ahead. Ina, so what happens next?
Jocelyn, this case now goes to the Alberta Review Board. A hearing will be held in 90 days to make recommendations about DeGrood's treatment. For now, he will remain at the Southern Alberta Forensic Psychiatry Centre. The board could send him to another facility. The Crown will seek a high-risk NCR designation. That means instead of being reviewed every year for potential release, DeGrood's case would only come up every 3 years, and it would take a court order to reverse that label. The victim's families support the Crown's decision to seek this designation.
This is the most serious crime anyone can commit. It's 5 counts of first-degree murder. That's the most serious anyone can do. Second, this was done without drugs or alcohol.
For now, DeGrood could be held in a psych facility for the rest of his life. We do have a full copy of the judge's decision as well as DeGrood's apology letter on our website.